I make lampwork beads, which is a process of melting glass in a torch using a pretty big flame, about 6 inches, and I melt the glass around this steel rod, which is coated with this special coating so that I can take the beads off after it cools off and doesn't stick to the steel. But the challenge with lampworking is you kind of have to be able to pat your head and rub your belly at the same time. In order to keep the glass from falling off of the mandrel, you've got to constantly turn the mandrel to keep the glass on, add the glass, and then decide how you're going to decorate it and design it and shape it and form it. But it all has to stay hot. And the challenge is, when do you have it molten? When do you have it still? And it's just a very mesmerizing, very nice compliment to my normal job as a software developer. So it's like I get to work with both sides of my brain and sort of balance myself. I got into it because of my oldest daughter, mother-daughter bonding experience. As an engineer, kind of pretty typical geek, and she was very artsy, very into painting, pottery, and in order to encourage that, I sent her to classes, and I figured I need to take a class in order to be able to do it with her. And next thing I knew, I was making gifts for people and I was hooked. So I just kept taking classes and classes and classes, and then until people started asking me to make stuff for them commissioned, and that's how it kind of all started. For me right now, I do actually have a website. It's the letter U, make it, the letter U, take it.com. My husband came up with a name. Pretty much people would come here, go ahead, make it. They'd pay me and take it. So it just sort of stuck. My favorite piece is my ice cream sundae. I think it's my favorite piece because it was a very challenging piece first and foremost. Just to be able to sculpt a 2.5 inch long bead in a torch and then be able to get it to look like something that I enjoy. I enjoy ice cream sundaes, and this looks good enough to eat, and it's just pretty much encompasses everything I enjoy doing in one single bead.